Guys, man, I feel like a buzzkill here, man. Like, I'm feeling kind of bad, and I feel sort of a bit guilty because, like, I don't have any good news here from E3 with Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Like, I wish I did have some good news, but everything I keep hearing, and I'm not making up this, by the way, I'm just reporting the facts, and unfortunately they're negative as it is right now, and things aren't looking too optimistic for Modern Warfare, but the facts this time are once again negative when it comes to Call of Duty Modern Warfare. So, the latest news from Infinity Ward in regards to Modern Warfare is, once again, like the intro said, not good. And just to get right to it real quickly here for you, not to waste your time. Well, as you can see here, guys, Infinity Ward already changing Modern Warfare campaign because it's so disturbing. They are succumbing to whatever pressure or whatever they are feeling needs to be changed by somebody. Infinity Ward used the annual E3 trade fair to show us absolutely nothing. Let's be honest, there was no gameplay, there was nothing. They just basically told us everything we've already known that's already been released, and they showed 2 screenshots of the multiplayer, which is really awesome, super exciting. If you don't see the writing on the wall that things are not looking so awesome, that they've only showed 2 screenshots of multiplayer, haven't showed any actual single player, haven't showed anything to do with the game at E3, which is the first time that has ever happened for Call of Duty in the history of public relations or advertising or just anything with the game involved with the game. They always show something, long story short, at E3. And also, like I showed on my last video, they're stumbling when it comes to answering questions about crossplay and somehow mentioned obscurely that the game is still in pre-alpha, and there was confusion if they were talking about the crossplay development or if they actually talking about the game development being in pre-alpha. So I like I said, I feel like a freaking buzzkill here, bros. I feel like as if I'm like, the bearer of bad news. It's just, I wish I had good news to say, but until it actually happens, I'm not going to be some kind of Activision shill and try to spin this off as some kind of positivity, but it's not. So anyways, a handful of YouTubers in the press also saw some of this content early, but some of what they saw won't make the final cut. So disturbing that it'll be removed before release. A report from Kotaku already confirms that at least one of the lines of dialogue will be left on the cutting room floor, with the creative team still trying to work out how much discomfort they would like to include. One of the missions, according to the article, states that a young Urkistani, I don't know, whatever, some freaking no-name country that doesn't really actually have any relevance in real life, and probably still out there, pushing cattle through the fields and don't have any electricity. So a young girl experienced the death of both her mother and father before a Russian soldier considers handing her over to a commanding officer because he likes the young ones. Ooh, that is pretty dark. The line will not be included in the final version of Modern Warfare, but does give us an indication of the level of disturbing themes that could unfold during the story. And the reason why this is more important than it actually seems and why there's more to it is because if at this point in the development they are already dialing it back, they're already negging on promises that were the most appealing to the game. They already are pretty much, just screwing the pooch, as one would say. They're totally hosing it, bros. So all the hype about, the single player being like crazy and oh my god, it's going to be so violent and disturbing. Oh no, wow. Is all like fake news, and it's going to be just like any other Call of Duty freaking multiplayer, single player experience. And we just need, really guys, the old adage, the old saying, what the definition of insanity is? Repeating the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. And that is what Call of Duty is. And that's what Call of Duty YouTubers are like, who are out here trying to peddle that it's going to be some amazing game. And you know what, man? I really, I want to make this apparently and abundantly clear. Really hope I'm wrong, because if I'm wrong and this game kicks ass, I'll be the first one out of the gate to say, whoa, yes, I was wrong. Thank God this game kicks butt. It's a great game, and I'm glad that all the problems that we thought were going to, be in this game are actually not in the game, and it's going to be awesome. But once again, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Because quite frankly, how many times have we heard these people who go down to Activision headquarters or Infinity Ward or wherever the hell these Illuminati Call of Duty meetings take place, and how many times have we heard these people say nothing negative? That's where I get to, right? Never say anything negative. Never once have I heard anybody who's had early access to a Call of Duty game ever walk out of that meeting and go put a YouTube video up or go put a tweet up and say, yeah, guys, I gotta say I was down at the, Treyarch Studios and Black Ops 4 is looking pretty bad. Nah, not really hyped about it. Have you ever heard that? No, you haven't. So why would you believe them at this point in the game, this point in the franchise, this point in the time frame for Call of Duty, that yes, I'm going to start believing these guys. Everyone who went down there and saw the early development, got to play the game and were hands-on, came back with nothing but positive things to say, and I'm going to believe that. And they've been saying that since the get-go. And how many times have they been wrong? A lot, because a lot of Call of Duty games have been less than one would say stellar and haven't lived up to expectations. So, once again, the definition of insanity, repeating the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. So, I personally have no faith in this because previous experience would dictate that I shouldn't have any faith in this or anything that any Call of Duty YouTuber who, Korean Savage, Gizmo, Swag, Chaos Silencer, Drifter, T Martin. Actually, you know what? T Martin's grown up into become a bit of a stud. I'm going to have to say that guy is, keeping it real. Did that dude upload any Call of Duty this year? Nah. He said the game sucks, don't want to be involved with it. He actually just doesn't come out and kind of double play it like Prestigious Key, right? Prestigious Key will talk negatively, and this is not a personal attack against him. He'll say negative things about the game, but at the same time, he really, really, really tries to, be positive about it. Nero Cinema, that guy actually, as he would say, that guy is actually, quite frankly, I would have to say legitimate. He will speak against the game. He definitely holds some credibility and is critical, and that's why he never gets invited to Call of Duty events. So Nero Cinema, as far as any big Call of Duty YouTuber, is probably the most reputable besides myself. Ace Ventura is full of shit, and a lot of them, the whole lot, is pretty much full of shit and not trustworthy. So here is my advice for anybody watching this video. I would have to say that you need to have no expectations for Call of Duty at all, no matter what Snake Oil, any developer, or anyone associated with Activision tries to sell you. I don't believe any Call of Duty YouTuber and any positive things have to say about the game because the previous patterns would dictate that we shouldn't trust them because, like I said, every single Call of Duty that all these guys get to see early, they have nothing but positive things to say about it. No one, like I said, comes back and makes a YouTube video or a post on Twitter that this year's game looks like crap and I don't think it's going to be a very good game. I'm not impressed. They always come back and they're always like, this is amazing. It's going to be the best year ever. Call of Duty is back. Yeah, I can't wait. Activision is going to not, destroy it with microtransactions, and Infinity Ward's got this, or Treyarch is going to be awesome, or Call of Duty World War II with Sledgehammer Games. I really believe in them. Michael Condrey and Glenn Schofield down there, we're going back to gritty World War II, and it's going to be a great game, and that game ended up being horrible until 6 months after launch, and Black Ops 4 ended up being not the best game in the world, and Infinite Warfare wasn't that great, and Advanced Warfare wasn't that great. I mean, Black Ops 3 was okay, but then you also got all those Call of Duty YouTubers out here opening supply drops and peddling, microtransactions. So long story short, this is a life tip with 8 thoughts. Don't believe anybody. Don't have any optimism about it because at the end of the day, then you're going to be disappointed. Or at the end of the day, you don't have to listen to anything I'm saying because I could be full of it as well. And quite frankly, just make your own mind up. Don't believe anybody. Question authority at all times. And especially don't believe any marketing company or anybody who is a Call of Duty YouTuber whose job is predicated upon positive Call of Duty videos. Because anybody out here who can make a positive Call of Duty video 24/7 is less reputable than a used car salesman named Vinny. It's all advertising. The only reason why anybody does anything, any kind of marketing, is for advertising. 90% of the internet is all advertising. Everything in this world is always trying to sell you something, no matter what they mask it behind. Whether that be masking it behind some kind of demographic or some kind of lifestyle choice or anything in whatsoever, it's all about marketing. That's all it's about. All your TV shows, and they all exist for one simple fact: to run commercials. YouTube, same thing, man. It's all about marketing. Every ad you watch is placed with specific ideas in mind to reach certain demographics, and there's no difference when it comes to Call of Duty. Everything they're doing there, no matter what the developers' artistic vision is, it's all about making money. And I don't trust any of these motherfuckers. Alright, you studs. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you got a little woke. Hope you got a little entertained. Hope you enjoyed yourself. If you are new here and you haven't subscribed or aren't subscribed and just watching this video, well then, hey buddy, let me break it down to you. You're making a big mistake. You're living life wrong. And quite frankly, you might possibly be a loser. So rectify that. Turn it a 180 around. Start becoming a winner. Start becoming a champion like yours truly. 8 thoughts. Subscribe, and for the rest of you, smash that like button. Appreciate that very much. Let's try to get 5 likes on this video. And last but not least, and most important, my pedigree chums, you all be cool. No, psych. Stay black. Pull the Minecraft blue shape into the moon base. Harvest bank, Kim Jong-un, the Dodge, protest, some people, call it flat, and fake, on the village, Buzzgate, white man.